Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of College Ball with J Dog. Got a few little things we need to go over today. First things first, countdown still on. 33 days, y'all. 33. Lord, it's hitting so close I can smell it, y'all. Smells good. We got Deion health update to go over. No big time commit for the Vols, and we're going to do Notre Dame's over under, like I said I was going to do for a couple days now. So let's get on into it. Y'all hit that like button, share button, subscribe button, all that good stuff for me. All right, we got Deion Sanders health update. Colorado coach reveals battle with bladder cancer during off-season absence. Like I said yesterday, I've never been that big of a fan of Deion. And I don't wish nothing bad on anybody, so I hate that he's been going through that. The good news is they said he's cancer-free, he's got treatment. He returned to campus last Friday for the first time in months after recovering at his ranch in Canton, Texas. You have no idea how good God has been to me. For me to be here, you have no idea, Sanders said. So, praise the Lord, Deion's all right. Like I said, I'm not his biggest fan, but I hate for anybody to have to go through that. I know how bad cancer is, so I'm glad he's okay. Now I hope his team gets back to losing this year. All jokes aside, I'm glad Deion's okay. They said a lot of people have that. If they don't catch it early enough, they only live like 5 years because they gets into their muscles and stuff. But apparently they got Deion's early enough, so he should be good to go, ready to coach for a few more years at least. So that's good news. Next thing I'd like to cover is big time commitment for the Vols today. Joel White, 6'4", 200 pounds. He was being recruited to play linebacker, maybe receiver. But apparently within the last little bit of his recruitment, we've started recruiting him as a safety. He is a top 60 guy, which is awesome. Let me get this article put up here from Rivals on 3. Tennessee made me feel like a top guy from the beginning. Coach Apple, Coach Chop, and a lot of the coaches recruited me hard and showed me I was the top guy for them. That always meant a lot to me. They made me feel wanted, and that never changed. Basically, from day one, they've been in on this kid, which most coaches you are. If you got the top talent, they're usually, they're going to be top talent by the time they're in 8th, 9th grade. So a lot of times you're already in on them. You do have late bloomers. That guys get too late. We got to Kamari Blair late. He ended up choosing South Carolina because we was one of the last teams to the party on him. Tennessee, I just brought that one up. Clicked the wrong one. Apologize about that. Here we go. It was always like being around family, the little things in Tennessee that always stand out to people, culture, how they treat me, what it's like to be there, make it different for me. The culture of Tennessee always made me comfortable. Basically, that's a reoccurring theme with every player Heupel and staff brings in. They talk about the Tennessee staff making it feel like family, how vibes, culture, all that. that comes back to the whole Boo Carter situation. How everybody been talking about culture. Is Boo going to be back on the team because the culture? Are the players going to want him back on team? Do the defense coaches want him back on team? I was going to save that for tomorrow because they're going to have an interview tomorrow. We'll go ahead and cover it real quick. By the way, Hyde is a top 60 guy. I can't remember if I said that, which is awesome. If we end up landing Savion Hyder and Tristan Keys, this class will definitely be top 8, maybe even top 6, 5. Just according to how things go during the season. You always got guys you flip. You always got a guy that leaves or flips on you to another school. So it's always fluid until mostly December when they do the early signing day. But they do still have the February signing day. But not many players wait that long. That Boo Carter, he's wanting to be back on the team. His mom posted something that she had already got her outfits ready for like the first 3 weeks on Twitter. And then his dad was on there talking too. Basically, Boo wants to be back on the team. Sports Talk Jay said his sources said defense coaches didn't want him back. Heupel's got a decision to make. We'll know more on that. Tomorrow, Heupel's supposed to have a press conference to kick off fall camp. Then obviously on the 30th, if Heupel don't mention it tomorrow, on the 30th, fall camp starts up. So we'll know from the notes from fall camp when we go over them. So just a little quick update on Boo Carter there for y'all. It's still up in the air. I think he's going to be on team. I think Heupel, the team's going to accept his apology. I think Heupel's going to give him a lot of things that he's got to do to be a member of the team this fall before the season starts. That's just my opinion personally. We will see tomorrow. Up next, we're going to cover old Notre Dame. Go over their over-under win total. All right. Their over-under is 10.5. The under's favored. They start off at Miami. No, Miami goes there. Then A&M. No, at Miami, then A&M goes there. Purdue, Arkansas, Boise, NC State, USC, Boston College, Nebraska, Pitt, Syracuse, Stanford. I'm just going to be honest here. First 2 games are very losable for Notre Dame. I think they lose both of them. I think they got lucky against A&M last year with the being Elko early in the season, his first year there. I do not think Miami's going to be as good as people think, but also don't think Notre Dame is. Notre Dame's lucky they have this weak schedule here that we're looking at. So I think Notre Dame starts 0-2. The crowd's restless, but then I think they beat Purdue, beat Arkansas, beat Boise, beat North Carolina State, so they go on a 4-game winning streak there. Get the fans brought back down a little bit. They're not being as hard on old Marcus Freeman. USC is a toss-up game. USC had them on the ropes last year and then threw a pick about to tie the game in the 4th quarter. Boston College win. Navy win. I might have said Nebraska when we went over that the first time. My bad. Navy, that's a win. Pitt win. Syracuse win. Stanford win. So it's definitely going to be the under. If you go by what I'm predicting, that USC game could make a 9-3, could be 10-2. Even maybe they sneak around to win one of those first 2 games and then lose to USC. That's possible too. We're going to smash the under, though. I'm going to say 9-3 for Notre Dame this year. Their quarterback play is not as good. They've lost a few guys. They do still have Jeremiah Love at running back. I just think they take a step back. That's just my personal opinion. Last year they lost to Northern Illinois and then didn't lose another game after they beat Texas A&M. It's crazy how football works. It's like Vandy beat Virginia Tech and then lost to Georgia State the next week. Sometimes when you ain't been quite used to that winning yet, you get a little bit cocky after a win. You have to get brought back down to reality to settle back in and focus. I saved this picture here. I just want to bring it up on here because I think it's hilarious. I just seen it today. The Ole Miss Tennessee game in 2001 had to have broken some records. Almost 50,000 alcoholic beverages sold. That's crazy. Even though there's 100 and some thousand people in there, that's crazy. So almost $550,000 in revenue from alcohol. 51 ejections. Plus the whole student section. 18 arrests. Golf balls thrown on the field. Mustard bottles. Look at that stupid smirk on Kiffin's face out there, too, because he still walked out of Knoxville with the win. Another thing that started in that game was the faking of the injuries Kiffin's done for the last 4 years. Finally, Commissioner Slive is starting to have a little bit of problem with it and say he's going to start suspending people and fining them. We'll see if that actually happens, because if you do that and somebody's actually injured and you do that thinking they're faking, you're probably going to have a lawsuit on your hands. So we'll see how they do get to go around that. But something's got to give. Against Kentucky last year, they had like 15, 16, I think, fake injuries. Somewhere around there a lot, and still lost. And Kentucky's not even a team of tempo. One time they didn't have a timeout at the end of the game trying to drive, so they told the running back to lay down. Running back laid down after standing there looking for the play just to save some time because they didn't have a timeout. I mean, don't hate the player, hate the game. He's just taking advantage of the rules. But getting a little off topic here. News being a little slow. I just like to make sure I get whatever I can throw together for y'all and give y'all an episode every day. Tomorrow we'll go over Heupel's press conference for the fall camp, and then on 30th, fall camp opens up, so we'll have a lot of stuff we need to cover and go over. We'll talk about depth charts, who we think's going to start. Talk about the quarterback battle every day. Me personally, I think it's Aguilar's to lose. I mean, he has to come in and look just absolutely terrible to not get it, I think. Just because he has so many games under his belt compared to the other guys. So, just be looking out for that content. Like I said, before you leave, do that YouTube stuff for Justin. Subscribe, like, share, comment, do it all. Thanks for tuning in. Catch y'all in the next episode. As always, go Vols.